We have, once again, a very special guest joining us on the episode, Mike Sanders. Mike, say
hi. Hi, everybody.
Yay!
Mike here.
Mike's here! We're so excited, especially Tommy, because...
I am Mike's number one fan.
Self-proclaimed. Should we do Q&A?
Q&A.
Are you ready for this, Mike?
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I saw on Facebook you said you were a little nervous, so...
It's okay, it'll be painless.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Anyone, dead or alive, celebrity or not, who would be your all-time number one favorite guest on the Mike Sanders Show?
With the Indiana Jones.
Ooh, good one.
I'd probably do a special episode where it would be, Adventures with Mike in Indiana. It would probably do some sort of like, we find like an ancient relic and try and look for it or something like that.
Wow,
Sure.
okay.
But I think that he's pretty well traveled, and I would like to shake his hand.
Have you talked to Nick recently? Because we found out that Emily hooked up with your brother. And have you, talked to him about this?
Yeah, I did talk to him about it. It's fine. I mean, basically, I don't blame him for it. I mean, he's younger, and the hormones are raging in that kid. As you may have seen when he came for, when we had our prank
That's
war.
true. I'd forgotten about that.
He likes older women. I wasn't super vocal to him about kind of with Emily again. I never told him that I did that. A lot of what I was dealing with the Emily situation was more on the floor, and I kind of separated those two.
Right.
Home life and college life. And so, honestly, I didn't blame him, and it sounded like it wasn't a very great experience for him either.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that. We're very close. We're great buddies.
Cool.
This is the question that is on everyone's mind. When Brittany found out about you defending her honor, what was her reaction?
To be honest, I don't know if she knows. We never told her. I never really thought to tell her that it all erupted the way it did. Initially, when we first got back, it happened, and we were fine, and the guys were okay with it. I didn't really feel like it was necessary. I wasn't really talking to Brittany that much right away. Catching up with spring break and whatnot, I talked a little bit about Mark and whether or not that there was ever any kind of a hookup or anything like that with Mark, and she said that she never did. Never really articulate to her that the fight actually find it necessary.
Let's talk about Josh a little bit. You had a really rough time, and he was kind of exploiting that, but now he's sort of falling apart, and you seem like you're being more supportive of him and even helping him with the documentary and everything.
Josh wasn't pushing me just to push me, and wasn't pushing me because he wasn't my friend. I can see now that he's so invested in this documentary that it was really the documentarian speaking and not Josh. It's sad. I mean, it's tough to see your roommate go through a tough thing, and maybe he very well may have thought the same thing while he was, I don't know, putting me under the microscope. But whether or not he chose to show it, I didn't necessarily see that. I'm going to be a help as much as I can for him because, whether or not it happened recently, he hasn't been, he wasn't the best roommate there for a little bit. But before that, I can't forget that he helped me through many things, and especially through the Emily situation. And he helped me with bed, and those things I'm not going to forget. And if he's going through a rough patch, that's what friends are for. They're to help you. They're there to help you through those times.
Most people would probably have been a little weirded out by Josh being his roommate. What exactly is it that you like about Josh?
I was immediately taken by how genuine he was. We feel that kind of various qualities we look for in a roommate or how we are, but I knew I was going to be getting a random roommate, so in and of itself, I was already priming myself for, oh my gosh, what would it be like to have the craziest roommate? As odd as Josh's tendencies are, he's great. He's fun. He's funny. It's never a dull moment around him, and in that way, he kind of epitomized what I wanted out of an introduction to college, which was the unexpected.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever caught Josh doing?
Oh boy, I have to say it's probably the time I came back class, and then I opened up the door, and I was greeted to basically a family of like mannequins. But basically, he'd taken all of my clothes out of my dresser drawers, and then put them on coat hangers, and then made them into giant life-size puppets. That then he kind of manipulated around the room to. Basically, I'd mentioned to him the day before that I was a little bit homesick, and I was, it would be cool if my family was to visit, and so he took the steps to actually take my literal clothing and try and make a family that we could live with in our room.
We see you hanging out in the Triple a lot. Have you ever wished that you lived there?
I feel like I kind of already do, in a way, to the level that I can come and go as much as I want, I guess. So it's kind of a nice situation. If it was meaning making the Triple into a quad, it'd be fun. But I mean, I think my mind is so used to living with Josh and the Triple being the Triple that I'm pretty good with my current situation.
Who is messier, you and Josh, or the Triple?
The Triple. I don't understand how they can actually make as much mess as they do, but they somehow, I feel like someone's got to try to make the amount of mess that they do.
Well, I love that they didn't even, Gopher and Danny didn't even know there was like a full-size keyboard in the room until like 3/4 of the way
I
through.
can only imagine what else is hiding underneath there.
There could be another person living in that room and we would never know.
Who knows? It might already be a quad. Yeah.
Maybe it is. Can we talk about spring break a little bit?
Sure.
Is that okay? It seemed like you sort of talked to Brittany a lot. Did you guys cover a lot of ground as far as talking about the past and talking about Derek, or was it more just kind of like talking about just surface level things just to kind of reestablish your friendship?
I definitely feel like it was like reestablishing our friendship. I think it was just getting talking again was great, and I really wanted to have the opportunity to kind of just start fresh and you know, just check in with one another because she's great and I care a lot about her. At the end of spring break though, like, you know, it wasn't so much you were going down a laundry list of like, here are some outstanding things that we have in our history.
Right.
Let's talk about Derek, and let's talk about that time I stormed into your room. It's like we kind of, you know, we just started talking, and that those things naturally came up. And by the end of spring break, we definitely felt like we were in a place that just was natural. Like when we saw each other and started talking again, it was just kind of like weird. It was like there was no time missing.
I have to ask you this too, and I asked Brittany. You guys had sort of like a DTR, I guess. Is that really how you felt at the time that you had that conversation?
I absolutely feel great about our friendship, and that you know, at that moment, and especially following up with kind of our DTR, like she was speaking my mind as well. I had a tendency to just kind of overthink things and get too ahead of myself before. I kind of got caught up in just thinking too much of the future, whereas, you know, right now, it's good to be a friend, and it feels great to be good friends. And, yeah, I feel great, and I felt great about, you know, officially declaring our friendship.
And it was cool to hear you guys describe your friend zones too. That was really entertaining.
They didn't even show all of our friend zone qualities. One of my favorites was my friend zone is narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm going to suggest your own friend zones. Maybe you can get a little comment chain going. Who knows?
Oh,
That'd
that's
be
a
a
good
good
idea.
idea.
Maybe that should be, like, since we're not doing, like, a thing to consider this week, maybe we should do, like...
In the description below,
describe what your friend zone
Describe
is.
your friend zone.
I like it.
Right.
Mike, what would you say is your favorite quality in Brittany?
She's absolutely 100% genuine. That's my favorite quality about Brittany. And she is, and luckily she's a great person, so that those qualities just definitely shine through. I mean, she's up front, she's honest, she's great. She's a great friend.
Well, Mike, thanks so much for joining us this week. We've had a great time asking you questions and hearing your input on kind of the things that have been going on the floor. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this week with Mike as much as we did. And we look forward much to seeing you guys for the next episode. Until then, bye.